So, a few days ago, I released a video discussing flat Earth and discussing its theory and what these people think about the flat Earth and how their minds correlate with the effect and why they think that it's a truth. And I think a lot of people that are in the flat Earth movement or the flat Earth theory kind of know it's bullshit. I mean, they're kind of aware that it's bullshit. I mean, in the back of their heads, they go, it's not flat, but I'm going to pretend that it's flat. And that's okay. Look, if you believe the earth is flat, then that is totally fine. I don't think you're stupid. I don't particularly think you're right, but I don't think you're stupid. I don't think anything less of you, and it is totally fine for you to believe the earth is flat right now. But if you're watching this video, when I get done with you, you're going to know that the earth is curved, okay? I'm going to be going through the various myths that the flat earth propaganda puts out there about how the earth is flat and la 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 and all the lies and deception, which, don't get it twisted, the government and NASA and pretty much any government agency is full of shit. They do lie a lot and they have a lot to cover up, but they don't have enough balls, they don't have enough moxie to try to cover up the shape of the earth because it's almost impossible to do. Okay? There you go. So let's take a look at some things that will hopefully change your mind on this whole flat earth nonsense. Now, one of the big things is all images of the earth from space are admitted to be computer generated. Yes, they are. They are composite images. Composite images are multiple images layered on top of one another to get a crystal clear image, which then is photoshopped to make it look pretty and fancy, in some cases CGI, and that's all there is to it. Now, we have something called cameras, and we have this guy right here, which is Felix Baumgartner's supersonic freefall from 128K. So this dude got in a capsule, which was lifted up by a air balloon, got to this part, and there's a camera right there showing you, can you see it? Showing you right here the curvature of the earth. Now, this could be a fisheye lens. I understand people have that kind of mentality. I, for one, notice things like that because I know film very well. And let's just say this is a fisheye lens. Let's just say it is. So here's another thing that I want to show you. All right, it shouldn't be that bad. Let me go through all my shit here. And I'm going to show you, I believe, this one. Now, this is Luke Anakin jumps from 25,000 feet. But the point is, take a look at that curve. Take a look at that curve. You see it? Are you seeing it? You see the curve? Look again. Look again. Some guy, okay then. Crazy bastard. Look at that fucking crazy bastard. Dude, that's insane. And it's also retarded. Don't do what he just did. Look at him. He's probably writhing in pain. But look, I mean, you can clearly see the curve. You can see it, and look, it's not warping his hand at all right there. Nothing is getting warped. Nothing. So another thing that people like to say is that the UN map is proof that the world's flat. And it's describing it all here, what it all means, and why it's all there. Basically, it's a way to show the world on a symbol with olive branches on the left and right of it as a symbol of peace. And they're saying that we're all united. That's really all it is. It's not, it's a flat earth and the UN's keeping the flat earth from us, and that's proof. Because look at that symbol. I can kind of see where you maybe would think that that might be some sort of grasp and it's hidden away and only, the Illuminati cult members, occultists know about it and all that shit. But It's just, I'm sorry. No. Okay? That's, no. All right? So, let's keep on going. Okay, we're talking about, they're saying that we're able to see objects such as land, buildings, and boats that are supposed to be behind the curve. So they're saying that they're seeing crap behind the curve. Okay, let's check this one out. And this is a fishing boat coming towards the camera instead of far away, or to the side, or diagonal. That is very far away. And all you see right now is the very top of it. And then we can go for, just to speed it up. There, oh, there it's coming across, and there. And keep on going, and there we have it. Now, the thing about this one is that most people say, well, you can't see it, but we take our camera and we zoom in further, and then we're able to see it. That's how this guy started the video. Okay? Take a look. He's out in the middle of nowhere, zooming in on a boat that he must know is there, because how the else does he not know? And he's zooming in, and he sees it. Oh my God, it's coming into perspective. The earth is flat. Don't you see? But yet, it's behind curvature right now. And you can say, well, maybe that's not the case. I don't know. As it goes up, as it goes up, as it goes up, as it goes up, and there we have it. Okay? Really simple stuff. Now, we even have a guy, I have it muted, but this is a dude that is showing something I can't figure. Let me find this. Okay, so there's a building right there on this thing. And he might zoom back away. I think he's going to zoom back away. There's a building right there on this big landmass. Look at that building. White. Right there. Oh, it's running away. Oh God, this guy. And he's zoomed way the fuck in. I mean, he is zoomed way. Okay, he's still trying to even get it zoomed in. That's how far away it is. He's just having a hard time maintaining the image. So he moves forward, and he didn't move forward that much, and he's going to let it go into focus, and the building's gone. Okay, see the building? Supposed to be there? Gone. So we have the building in sight. You can even see it a little bit there. Building in sight. Building in sight. Please don't freak out, Mr. Cameraman. Building in sight, right there, and then building is obviously gone. So another thing that just goes to show you that the earth is curved, and also you see a little bit of mirage right there, don't you? Okay, on to the next thing. Flight paths make more sense on a flat earth. All right. So what we have here is a thing from USA Today. And it's called Ask the Captain, Why Don't Planes Fly in a Straight Line? And the question is, why do flights from the USA to Asia travel far north above Alaska/Siberia rather than seemingly the more direct straight line across the Pacific Ocean? And the captain answered, it is shorter to fly the Great Circle route than a straight line due to the circumference of the Earth being so much greater at the equator than near the poles. Now, I know people are going to say, but he's not going from Antarctica, or we say, he's not going from the North Pole to the South Pole, So, we're going to get into that. Okay, there's a guy that flies a plane. He's saying that circumference of the Earth in the way, how do you make shorter flight paths? So, why that's a fact that flight paths make much more sense on a flat Earth, I have no fucking idea. I couldn't tell you. No real pics of Earth from space. Okay, so right here is one from the ISS and NASA, And you can tell by the picture itself that there's nothing curving or warping the actual equipment here on the ISS, and that the Earth is curved. It is undeniable. It says NASA astronaut Jack Fisher tweeted this photograph from the International Space Station on June 3rd, 2017, writing, "Never had a corner office with a view, but I must admit, I like it a lot." And he hashtags space rocks. Whatever, I don't really care about Jack. I'm just saying that this picture here is enough to stop all the fisheye nonsense, okay? And this is a pic from space of Earth. And they're saying that there's no real pics of Earth from space. Now you can say this is all staged. This motherfucker's in the sky. Okay, you can look up in the sky, you get it in a telescope. The ISS is up there. How far is it up there? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't really care. It's pretty far up there, obviously. All right, the next one is no actual photos of satellites in space. This one's a little bit tricky. I was like, how can I prove this to a skeptical mind? And we have this, which is a guy that gets his jollies and like, it's like, I got a satellite crossing the moon. Let's see if I can find this fucking mess. Is it going to be here? Did he like put it? Okay, he's just sitting there like showing off his moon porn. Okay, here it goes. Watch for the satellite. So he's, there it is right there. Do you see it? And he's going to slow it down again for you. You see it? Okay, so we got satellites in space, by the way, orbiting Earth in front of the moon. Satellites are real. Can we agree now? Satellites are real. So there's actually not, okay, I guess this isn't a photo. This is a video of it from Earth showing a satellite. Is that good enough? Is it bogus? Is it the satellites not exist anymore? Let's just keep on going. No one has ever circumnavigated the Earth from north to south. Oh, no. Okay, let's go ahead and let's pull up. I think his name is... God, his name. I have it. So here's a bunch of videos and people talking about what he did. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records. 1982, first surface circumnavigation via both geographical poles. Do you see it? So here's a guy that instead of flew in an airplane, walked the fuck around the world. Well, obviously he drove, walked, took a boat, what the fuck ever. He went around the world. North to south. Okay? He did it. Right there. A journey of 100-some thousand miles. 1972, came up with the idea. And 1979, he went out, I think on 1982, wherever the hell that's at. I think he got done. So it took him a few years. A few years. So the other myth is that airplanes fly level and they don't account for the curve. And I guess you could say that. I guess you really can't. So here's a thing on Quora. It says, what is the difference between flight level and altitude? And this is from a Bruno Gleason. He's an avid traveler and he's an airline pilot. And he says, airplanes don't fly real altitudes, but rather they fly air pressures. Knowing that is a trick to understanding all of this. As you move up away from the surface of the Earth, the pressure of the air decreases. Perfect physical conditions do not exist in the real world, but like with all problems, they offer a good approximation and a viable tool to work with. In that theoretical perfect atmosphere, a certain pressure agrees with a certain unique altitude. And he's showing an image here that is so tiny I can't even make it out. Basically, what he's saying is that no, they don't adjust for the curve of the planet or whatever. They adjust for the pressures of the planet via the altitude. So, really, the thing that's most important is pressure. Okay? And then they alter the altitude to that. Pretty simple. Coming from airline pilot. Okay? I'm not a fucking pilot. Neither are you. So, there you go. We heard two things from two different kinds of pilots that drive planes around the world. Okay? So, what do you want? I mean, this is right here. It's just self-evident, all right? And what else do we have? And you know what? That should be it. That's really all I can take. So let's go ahead and look at the flat earth. I don't think you're an idiot if you believe in a flat earth. I really can understand your mistrust in NASA and in the government. I really can. And you should keep that mistrust. You really should. Because they're a bunch of conniving assholes, okay? Basically, that's the end of the story. They are conniving. They hide all the time. And if you keep, if you watch C-SPAN or, you just kind of watch anything that is public government knowledge, you'll notice how much they hide away. Like, go to a James Comey conference or whatever. That dude can barely even talk. He just goes, I can't disclose. I can't disclose. I can't disclose. I don't know. I could talk theoretically. I can make up some bullshit, and then we can see if it links up with the other bullshit, but I can't give you a definite answer. I don't know. That's the government, all right? That's how that fucking place is run. NASA, same way. Let's just say, reasons why you can't trust NASA. NASA found some fucked up looking thing on Mars, and there's a bunch of it below Mars' surface, okay? I'm just saying, what if they did? It's fucking Starship Troopers, all right? Are they going to tell us that? No, they ain't going to tell us that. Hell no. So, I think what I'm trying to tell you is that you definitely shouldn't trust NASA. You definitely shouldn't trust the government. And really, you shouldn't even trust science, because if science knew something that would kind of make us look at things differently than what they say, we came from a retarded monkey and evolution's all true and all that crap. If they knew something that was for real, they probably wouldn't tell us anyway. But the thing is, about evolution especially, it's a theory. It's not a scientific fact. It's a scientific theory. Gravity is also a scientific theory, not a scientific fact. Science is a half guess, a half truth that they can put together within a model that they already had that fits mathematically. Oh, I'm sorry, that don't matter anymore. It's all random now. Yeah, that's the shape of the earth. If you are a flat earther, I hope now you know the world we live on is round, and it's not all a damn conspiracy, okay? There's definitely conspiracies, and some of them are definitely true, but this one, it's not it, okay? Whew, what a pain in the ass. If you enjoyed this video, this channel has no ads on it at all. You can give me a tip down there below in PayPal. $1 tip is all I ask. Goodbye and see you later. Not everybody has to tip me. I'm just saying, if you want to give me a tip, okay? I'll go get some coffee. Whatever. Actually, I need some coffee. I'll see you later. I'm going to get some coffee.